All right, you guys, working on a Friday, not a normal thing because we had a big holiday on Monday. I wanted to show you some of the new additions to the Blade Show tranche of knives that'll go on sale tomorrow at noon. High noon, Arizona time. First, we're going to take a look at, let me see, what's the best way to do this? Okay, here we go. We're going to start first with a Nosferatu. It is pale blue, black back strap, two-tone bronze and blue. Puts bronze around the edges, bronze on the lock hardware. Oh, I love this knife. It is some sort of freaky evil. Coffin shaped. It's got a coffin shaped clip on it. I did all that on purpose. And then it's got my really cool asymmetrical dagger design that I really like. That's a new addition. Guys, I have a couple of knives you've not seen before, so just stand by. Like, there's some cool things. There's a new knife you've not seen before. All right, let's go with one of my OG knives, the original TFF1. This is a TFF1 that's been sculpted out with an amazing, sexy Vulcan finish, black oxide, black electro-oxidized handle, flame-treated hardware, sick sculpting. This knife is just cool as can be. That'll be there. Next, we're going to look at a super basic Genesis T drop point S45 EM with black out hardware, tumbled S45 EM blade. Super cool knife. It's got some oil drips on it. Pretty basic. It's a new one. Now we're getting ready to get into some new stuff. Let's check out this very cool TFF4. Flips like a goddamn machine gun. It's got a black titanium black electro-oxidized insert, black hardware. It's got a flag, a pennant down the clip. It says made in the United States of America. It is super cool. I love this knife. The new TFF4. It's my new version of it. Just a sick knife. I'm really digging this knife. Flips great too. Okay. That's lovely. Now we're going to get into more exotic things. We're going to get into a Proxima. This Proxima is in Fallout finish. I find it really hot. This is a really hot look. This is what we get the most requests for these days, unbelievably. Super cool knife. A Proxima in Fallout. That'll be on there for anybody who may be interested. We've got a really sick Praetorian Genesis. Now this has got a dimpled set of handles with some sculpting. It's pretty sexy. It's also in Chad Nichols' Raindrop Damascus. Knife feels really good. Just a great, super classy, very showy, high-end pocket knife. And last but not least, you guys have asked about it. You've wanted to see it. You've had questions, and here they're to be answered. What's this thing called? It's the oh, I can't believe I forgot the name of this knife. Ooh, that's what I get for moving it. This is an all titanium. Guys, what's the name of this knife? It's not the Infraction. It's a, oh my God, I'm having a senior moment. All titanium clip. That is not the flat titanium clip. That's a fully milled clip. Titanium hardware. And then, I don't know if you can see this, but it's boomerang Damascus. I don't even want to wipe it off. See if I can get you a close-up. You can see nicely. Smooth Criminal, thank you. I can't believe I forgot the name of a knife I designed. So, it's got a beautiful dark Damascus blade, titanium. This was originally all done, if you remember, it's in aluminum with an integral aluminum back strap. So this has got a black hard anode back strap, titanium handles, and then instead of a stamped and bent titanium clip, it's a fully milled clip. And then this one's got peaks and valleys on it with boomerang Damascus Nichols blade. That'll be on there. Guys, this is a really, really classy little knife. Flips really nicely. Now, I will tell you, these typically flip a little tiny bit better, and it's because of the kind of contour that's on the, or the kind of topographical ridges that you see on the Damascus. So, cool bunch of stuff. As some of you may not know, I canceled going to Blade Show this year, and we had a lot of people were, begging for the knives, but I can't go to the show. We had mostly just people saying we can't go to the show. I had a few people like, we're going to the show, and I'm buying a knife. And for those people who did that, I'll take care of you guys. For everybody else, lots of fun new things coming. I've had a couple of people talk to me about I get asked about all kinds of stuff, okay? And let's talk first about the economy. People ask me about the economy all the time, and I say, hey, look, it's probably going to be third quarter by the time whatever Trump effect takes place. The courts are being very, very... the courts are really intervening and overruling democracy. For those of you who don't understand how this works, the president, the executive branch, does steer international trade and is a big part of international trade agreements. And it was never meant so that judges in Illinois or 435 members of Congress would have to agree on something in order to deal with a trade deal or a trade imbalance. The executive clearly has to be able to deal and play hardball and have leverage. Can you imagine sending our president to do trade negotiations for our nation, the executive staff, and not having any ability to pull levers on tariffs, pull levers on importing and exporting of things? Can you imagine that? I mean, it's asinine to think that. That's like saying you get to be the boss of a company, but you don't get to hire or fire anybody, but you're in charge. It doesn't really work that way. Presidents have always exercised that authority, and quite frankly, if the Senate or the House had the will to overrule him, they could, but they don't, and they can't, so they shouldn't. And it damn sure shouldn't be the courts. The judges in this country have lost their mind. They're too liberal, and they're not calling balls and strikes anymore. What they're doing is they're meddling in the process, and that's not the way it's supposed to be. So it's all going to get sorted out, but in the meantime, what it does, and when Bruce Springsteen goes over and talks shit about the president in Europe while we're in the middle of trade negotiations with Europe, it kind of bolsters them up to play harder against the United States. How dare Bruce Springsteen? He may be born in the USA, but he could fuck right off and move to anywhere as far as I'm concerned. The Trump effect's coming. It's coming in full effect. It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to a booming economy. We can already tell. There are things you can tell which indicate what the future is going to look like, and one of them is energy prices. Let me see what. You know what? While I'm talking, I didn't do a bunch of homework to get on and chat with you guys. Today's oil price. Yeah, we're at $60 a barrel, guys. $60 a barrel indicates gas at $1.90 a gallon, maybe $2.25 a gallon. That's what $60 a barrel indicates. That's coming in our future. When you see energy at that price, you see beef go down, you see poultry go down, you see pork go down. When you see food go down and energy prices go down, you see inflation plummet. When Americans aren't spending twice as much on their groceries and on getting back and forth to work each day, you see money out there in the market for discretionary things. People go out to dinner more, they go on dates more, they go on vacation more. It's all in play, it's all happening. I'm really excited about it. Take a deep breath and get ready. The end is not near. I know there's people out there saying, they're worried about their rights being taken away. No one's rights are being taken away. People are out there saying they're worried about Medicaid. Medicaid's not being decreased. I don't know what that's just Democrat scare tactics. The world is just fine, and we finally got a president for the first time in probably 70 years who's playing hardball for us, and I just feel good about it all around. I don't care if you like him or not. You ought to be looking at what happened in the Middle East. You ought to be looking at the way he's working to proactively get involved in getting peace between Russia and Ukraine, the way he's looking at trying to solve the Israel-Hamas problem once and for all. These are problems that every administration kicks the can down the road on, and then our young men and women go off to war, and we spend blood and treasure with the fallout from the incompetence and the failure to act. There is an ancient chain of wisdom that says action is better than doing nothing. Even if the action isn't quite right, it's better than doing nothing. And there's some wisdom to that. So I'm glad they're doing stuff. I'm glad they're making changes. I'm glad they're disturbing the order of things, because I have not liked the order of things for a long time. I get asked about personal things too. In the last 6 months, I have talked to people about their marriage. I've talked to people about their children and fentanyl addiction. I've talked to people about alcoholism. I have talked to folks about fidelity. I've talked to people about a lot of different things. I get asked all kinds of things. People call up and they're like, "Hey, can I talk to Greg Medford?" And they get me on the phone, or I answer the phone like, "I got a question for you." I'm like, "What is it?" They're like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" Guys ask me career advice all the time. I'm thinking of changing careers. Guys like, "Hey, I've got an idea. I want to start a company. What do you think I ought to do?" I walk people through a myriad of things in my kind of rational, folksy, plain-spoken way that I do every single day. I've been asked by friends to speak to their sons about pornography. I've been asked by single women who have teenage sons to talk to their son about pornography. I've been asked, and then I do, and I'm like, "Hey, your mom asked me to talk to you. I want to chat with you about something," and I kind of get into it with them, and how to avoid that trap, how to avoid falling into that if it does what it does to you, and what the pitfalls are. And I've had people say, "Hey, would you talk to my adolescent male about drugs?" All kinds of stuff. I appreciate you guys asking. I don't mind throwing my 2 cents in. Oddly enough, I've softened in the last couple of years, and I feel more I feel less business driven and more relationship driven. So I've loved chatting with you fellows and a couple gals actually. I've had a gal who's a lesbian call me up and have talks with me and chat with me about her animus towards me and the forgiveness she experienced while listening to me, then the understanding she got from listening to me, and then the closeness that she feels to me. Like there's so many things that I've encountered in this being so out there kind of publicly. I just want to say thank you. And, if you guys ever want to chat with Uncle Greg, you give me a buzz and I'll run down the pros and cons with you. I've been around the merry-go-round a couple of times, and I'm sorry I won't be I'm not sorry I won't be a Blade Show. Fuck Blade Show. I'm glad I'm not going to be a Blade Show, and I'm sorry that I'm going to miss some of you. Apparently, not that many of you. A lot of my Blade Show contacts are like, we have a Blade Show contact list of thousands of people, and almost nobody going. And I was like, that's not good. And you know what? I don't want to go and have another kind of slow show. I'd rather just keep working and do my thing. It works out better. I'll shoot a video tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow at high noon, go to Medford Knife. And you'll see the link there for the vault. It's the Blade Show Vault. Go check it out. It's medfordknife.com/vault. I got a lot of stuff going on. Between the 1881 launch, I'm doing some we've got some amazing looking projects coming forward. We've got the new Primus, which I think you guys are going to dig. It is a big, beefy, badass relative of the Praetorian. What else do we have besides the Primus? I got a couple things up my sleeve, fun stuff coming. The black card knife, I don't have finished details yet, John. But the black card knife it's in tooling. So really excited about that. As the first prototypes happen, I'll show those to you guys, and we'll be off to the races. It's pretty fun. Fun times. That's it. Guys, come around tomorrow, high noon, medfordknife.com. If you haven't already, hit the little like button down at the bottom and follow us. We appreciate it. We don't monetize the channel. We've never monetized the channel. It just gets you a little notice when I'm going live or doing cool things that are happening. Also, you'll notice when you go to if any of you are interested in what we're up to and want to be kept up to date, you can go to our website, and when you're on it for about 10 seconds now, it'll pop up and ask you for your email. Just put your email in there, and we are going to do something different than people do. We're going to hit you up with goings on in the shop and interesting little stories and just fun anecdotes, and I give you a chance to kind of keep up with what we're doing. So that's that. Greg Medford from Medford Knife and 1881 Knife Works. I am out.